horrific and rude and disrespectful of, a human being.
There are more allegations coming in from callers who say there's inadequate care at a long-term care facility in Fargo. But the state health department says the facility's daily operations are standard with other hospitals. Valley News Team's Melanie Palmer investigates the latest allegations.
It was an absolute disgust being at your hospital.
We've uncovered more allegations against patient care at Vibra. Vibra is a long-term care facility in Fargo. We told you last week about a man named Josh Trichler. He claims he developed these bed sores after staying at Vibra. But new information we gathered from the North Dakota Health Department finds patient care discrepancies of what they say are pretty standard. In other words, they're typical for a facility of this type.
It was heartbreaking and horrible.
But after our story last week, we heard from more than a dozen people complaining about the care their loved ones have gotten there. Among them is Melissa Lepper.
I just can't believe the level of care that he received there, or lack thereof, really.
Lepper says her grandpa spent some time at Vibra. He was there for a little over a month. She tells us he was diagnosed with cancer, had surgery, and then went to Vibra. But she says her grandpa wasn't getting the attention he needed.
His door was wide open. He was completely naked. His monitors were off of him. And so all of his alarms were going off. Nobody was in there.
And Lepper tells us she believes the shortcomings at this facility all come down to one thing.
They're understaffed. The nurse said it himself to me. We are understaffed.
So we took these complaints to the Vibra CEO, Custer Hughesby. He told us he disagreed with the story we did last week, but he says the staffing levels are not an issue. And he tells us the nurse-to-patient ratio is where it should be. And again, though he couldn't speak specifically to this case, he says the facility has consistently demonstrated exceptional patient care in the last 20 years. In Fargo, Melanie Palmer, Valley News Live.
We again told the Vibra CEO that we're hearing other complaints, and he tells us the state health department is always welcome to come and inspect the facility.